Presiden kami Meghalaya Trinamool Congress ubak Charles Pengrup ula iksai baka parti kalaban penyekunda UMLA Barim ka umroy ubak George B. Lengdo kum Kyrtong ka parti hakani ke election MP ban Salong House Nam Hajar Pausau. Habakran syakilat pathai khubor ubak Charles ulapan pau ba hakajing sngau shimet jong uhi ukwa ban penyekunda ubak George nrei ulaong ba nakaliang ka parti kan sasyemya karai hakabaya deibat kani. Ula pentebru banakaliang ka parti kala thikna ban sai Kyrtong na boro artali ki parliamentary constituency ka Jylla nagbanta ka election MP. La ban kedau bau ba George Lingdo ula dei uai na pedeng ki MLA ubalara ban Ïakren ya ba ki babuan ki mat bat kia ka syon jong ka Jylla hakis namba udang long kum UMLA hapo ka yeng dorbar thauan ka Jylla bat lapan pau ru ya ka sab bakan sai bha kumonong thauan da ka baula simpenta ki babuan ba ki mat ban yatai hapo ka assembly.
You can tell us about how do you feel and do you have you decided to contest, means your party has decided to contest Shillong?
One thing about the NDP, they will have to fight the parliamentary seat. So if they are looking at Bahima Shamgliang to be the candidate, so it's, I find there's nothing wrong in that. But where our party is concerned, I have yet to discuss with the High Command, General Secretary in charge, Dr. Manas Punia. In fact, I spoke to him this morning, asking him for an meeting, and perhaps he will come or I'll go to Calcutta and finalize the modalities of how we go about it.
But TMC will be contesting this parliamentary election, right?
Yes.
Both the seats?
Yes, both seats.
Okay.
So have you decided on the candidates, sir?
No. Only after we get the go-ahead from the party that they have to agree on certain issues, then we shall go. Because we already have candidates, so no issue.
So who are your probable candidates, sir?
Well, from the Shillong region, and that's my personal, but according depends on the entire party hierarchy. I feel George Lingdo will be a very good candidate. And from the Garos, I'll leave it to the wisdom of the Honorable Parliamentary Party Leader, Dr. Mukul Sarma, to take the final call.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, at the outset, I'd like to thank you for admitting this important short duration discussion.
You have 15 minutes at your disposal today.
Sir, yes. Pertaining to the safety and security of the people in the state, sir. Sir, it is the duty of this August House to ensure that every citizen of the state gets priority in terms of his or her safety and security. At the same time, sir, it is also the duty of the state and of this August House to ensure that the economic interests of the state is also protected. So, as we stand here today, we have with us very dismal figures in terms of the state security. I have data from the National Crime Records Bureau, where we are the third highest amongst the northeastern states on crimes against women. 2019, 558 incidents, 2020, 568 incidents, 2021, 685 incidents. So, Meghalaya ranks second amongst the northeastern states in terms of crimes against children, with 481 cases recorded in 2021 alone. And they have been increasing. 2019, 379 incidents. 2020, 415 incidents. And as I said, 2021, 481 cases. So, in terms of economic offences, we are the second highest amongst the northeastern states. In 2018, we saw 257 incidents, and in 2021, we saw 385 cases of economic offences. So there are still 74 cases which are environmentally related offences that are pending investigation. So we have seen that there has been a rise, 22.7 increase in the crimes against women, a 27% increase in the crimes against children since 2019. So these figures speak about the current law and order scenario across the states, especially against women and children, where we've been ranked at second and third amongst the small states of the Northeast. I think no one of us will be proud, sir, with such figures, and it will be a collective endeavor to ensure that these crimes are kept in check and the culprits are booked as per law, and we should see that the cases are expedited across the state. The delay in the investigation of the cases has created in the minds of people that no matter what, if we commit any crime, the law is slow, the investigation process is slow, so they keep on committing crimes after crimes. On the first day of this session, sir, the government had tabled the report on the killing of late Chesterfield Thankyu. If it can be surmised in the words of the Commission of Inquiry, there was a thoughtless and excessive use of force, quote unquote. A reckless exercise, quote, by the state police, which led to the death of late Chesterfield Thankyu. So people, after seeing the report, they are demanding justice, an action against the culprits. The people are questioning also the authority as to who had sent the team, whether there was a criminal conspiracy behind the killing of Chesterfield Thankyu. As opposition, sir, we demand that an independent inquiry be conducted to find the culprits and the motive behind the killing of Chesterfield Thankyu, sir. Sir, the people are not anymore surprised with the number of coal trucks that are tumbling across the state, sir. In spite of the fact that there's a ban on the transportation of coal, but then people are seeing that these trucks are turning turtle everywhere. So, people are questioning the involvement of these high levels and low levels. It has become household talk. Illegalities all across. And it seems that youth are being encouraged to take part in this loot of the state's exchequer, the state's resources. Can we be proud of this, sir? Can this august house be proud that the state's economy is being looted? Sir, the Honorable CM the other day was saying that the government is working late nights to resolve issues of the state. Sir, if good things are being done, we appreciate them, because people expect that each and every one of us should work 24/7, burn the midnight oil, to ensure that our state's interests are protected. But what about the illegalities that are happening? What about the illegalities? Will the government also be taking responsibilities for them? So, in Khasi there's a saying. We say, Le Habashit Habashai. Means, whatever we do, we should do transparently, openly, in the broad knowledge, in the knowledge of the people. We cannot do things hiddenly, in the middle of the night. So, what our forefathers have said through these words remains etched in the minds of the people. That stops them from committing crimes, that stops them from doing anything that is harmful to their fellow human being, stops them from taking law into their own hands, that stops them from doing anything illegal or anything that is without the consent or which is not as per law. So, the delay in the police recruitment has left entire police force handicapped. Yes, we know the problems. The roster system has again created another hurdle and delay. We are all aware of it. But at the same time, all the illegalities that are happening, the unmanageable traffic, the cases that are not being investigated or being delayed due to lack of personnel, this is creating a lot of problems for the state, sir. Our youths are also asking for the results. Maybe in the course of the reply of the Honorable Minister, maybe we can get some clarity as to perhaps if any timeline has been set for this, so that at least we can lay to rest the questions that are coming from the youths and the ones who have applied for these posts. So the threat of infiltration. Time and again, this August House has spoken and discussed about the infiltration issues that are occurring across the state. So there are rumors. The other day, when we had discussed with some people, we were there in the middle of the city, we were discussing about Rohingyas. People say that they have spotted Rohingyas also in Shillong city. Is it true? Do we need to further go into such kind of rumors so that at least people will feel safe and secure? So, the intelligence network needs to be strengthened. Considering all these illegalities that are happening across the state, especially the dismal figures in terms of the state security against our women and children, and the threat of infiltration. And just the other month, we saw how Assam is also being threatened by several kind of groups that are trying to infiltrate Assam and also the other northeastern states. The state security, sir, is a major concern. We are thankful that the government had moved ahead with the launching of the website for the MRSSA, even though delayed, but yes, a step forward, always appreciated. But then, sir, why only 7 localities? Why wait for the information technology to take us forward? Our books, our registers, our paperwork can go ahead and we can sensitize our headmen, our Nokmas. We can sensitize our traditional institutions on how to keep records of people who have come and resided in their villages and in their localities. People who have come from outside, if they are renting any place, why do we have to delay that registration process? So we cannot allow information technology. It's like putting the cart before the bullock. It will take time for people to understand, to give them the training and the expertise on how to upload data, or how to put in the information. But then the traditional system of recording data is there to help us out. We need to ensure that these provisions that have been laid in the MRSSA, they are implemented on the ground, people are sensitized, and all the stakeholders are brought on board in quick time. Because the threat of infiltration that is there and the detected and non-detected cases would be coming to the fore, would be coming over ground if we have the stakeholders like headmen, Nokmas, and other traditional institutions to be part of the entire process. Sir, the state has just reeled out itself from tumultuous years of militancy. Youths have been brought out of that period where they could not celebrate Independence Day or Republic Day. It was difficult. Our leaders in the past have ensured that our state grows from time to time. We should be proud of the 50 years of legacy that has been handed over to us. But then these illegalities that again threatens our state security, the future of our youths, the safety of our children and our women, these should be kept in check. We are all here to give our support. We are all here to give our feedback. We are all here to give information to the government if they require. But at the same time, sir, a collective responsibility that is required to ensure that traditional institutions, stakeholders, women and children, women groups, youth groups, they are all part and parcel of this process and this growth. That needs to be thought of. The drug abuse, the unemployment, the job security that youths are looking at. This, if it's threatening the safety and security of the state and also the future for youths, we therefore need to pull up our socks and at the same time ensure that our state's future is safeguarded through the safety of its citizens and our beloved people, sir. So with these few submissions, sir, I thank you for the time given. I resume my seat, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.